Please write yes in the chat box, please, if you can hear me. If you can hear me, please write yes in the chat box. Great. Okay. Now I want here to remind you of the robbery. Again, what happened inside the house? How did they rob the house? Bill heard a noise, so when Oliver entered the house through the window, Bill heard a noise, so he asked Oliver to go back. But Oliver dropped his candle and he got confused. Look at this candle. Oliver was holding this candle, and when the people inside the house heard the noise, okay, they got confused and he dropped his candle. Then two half-dressed men, okay, there were two men inside the house, came at the top of the stairs. Can you see this picture? There's here two men came at the top of the stairs and they started to shoot at them, like this picture. They started to shoot at Oliver and Bill Sykes. Oliver was shot, as we said, and Bill had him by the collar. Then he left Oliver and he and Toby and ran away. They left Oliver inside on the ground, okay, and run away. Now, this is the end of chapter 12, and we will start chapter 13 and 14. Can you see my screen here? Can you see my screen? Right, yes. Now we will start chapter 13. As I said, Oliver was shot by the two men inside the house, and Oliver fainted on the ground. Now, Bill Sykes ran away and left Oliver wounded. Can you see this? Like this one. Oliver was wounded on the ground alone. Why the dogs were running after him and they were about to catch him? So Bill Sykes ran away and left Oliver. And look at this picture of Bill Sykes ran away because the dogs were running after him and they were about to catch him. Okay, look at Toby. Toby told him to run, told Bill Sykes to run, because not only the dogs that were running after them, but the servants of the house were shooting at them as well. Look at this picture. The people, the servants of the house were shooting at them and the dogs. So, you know, in every house they have dogs to help them if there is a thief or not. So here, Toby and Sykes were running, and the people inside the house know that there was a thief. Look at over here. Oliver lay unconscious, means fainted, in the place where Sykes had left him. Here, the servants failed to catch Bill Sykes and Toby. So that means, did the servants catch Bill Sykes? Please tell me yes or no in the chat box. Did the servants catch Bill Sykes and Toby? Yes or no? Tell me please. Yes or no in the chat box? Yes. No. No. Yes. No, they failed to catch the sykes. So they run away. Oliver woke up in the morning. Inside the house, he woke up and he went to the house that Bill and Toby were trying to rob. Okay? He knocked on the door. When the servant opened the door, there was Mr. Giles. Who was Mr. Giles? Mr. Giles was the man who worked in this house. Okay? He recognized Oliver. When he saw Oliver, he told the young lady of the house that he caught one of the thieves and that he shot him as well. So here, Oliver went to the house and knocked the door. When Mr. Giles saw him, he ran to the young lady of the house and told her, I caught the thief! I caught the thief! Let's see the young lady. What will she do to Oliver? The young lady saw Oliver. She felt sorry for him. So here, is she kind or unkind? Write in the chat box. Is she kind or unkind? She felt sorry for Oliver. Kind or unkind? Please write. Is she kind or unkind? Kind, yes. You know why? She knows that Oliver is a small boy. She felt sorry for Oliver and she ordered the servant to carry Oliver to Mr. Giles' room. She told the servant to carry Oliver to his Mr. Giles' room and to get the doctor and the police. Here, she asked to bring the doctor and the police. Okay, let's see so what will happen again. Here is, we have Toby and Vagan and Bill Sykes. You know, Toby and Bill Sykes will go into back to Vagan, okay, without Oliver. And he told him that what happened. Toby also told him that he didn't know what happened to Bill. Toby come to the house alone and he did tell Vagan he didn't know anything about Bill Sykes. Megan was very, as you see this emotion, he was very angry because they failed in the robbery. Because Toby returned without who? Without Oliver and Bill Sykes. And this will be a big problem for Megan. Do you know why? Why is that a big problem for Megan? Because Toby returned without Oliver and Bill. Can you tell me? Why is this a big problem for Oliver? Is he afraid that the police will, that Oliver will tell the police about them? Yes or no? Is he afraid because Oliver will tell the police about them? Yes or no? Right? Of course, yes. Okay. So we have some questions here. Here I finished chapter 13. Let's start chapter 14. What will happen to Oliver inside the old woman house? Okay, so make it below here. Wagon ran down the street as fast as he could to a bar famous for its criminals and thieves. Okay, he go to a place which is called a bar. This place is famous for its criminals and thieves, and he went to look for monks. This is a new character in here, in this chapter, chapter 14. Monks is a bad man who is a thief, who stayed in a bar. To tell him that he attempted to of robbing the house and he had failed. But he didn't find him. He didn't find monks in the bar. So he back home. That's when he found the monks waiting for him. He went back again to the bar and he found the now monks. He found him waiting at the corner of his street. He told monks that he failed to turn Oliver into a thief. Here a very big secret. Who was monks and why did he want Oliver to be a thief? What's the relation between monks and Oliver? Let's see. Monks told the wagon that he didn't want Oliver to get killed. He didn't want to kill Oliver. He just wanted to turn him into a thief. He didn't want him to be a good boy. Let's see why. Monks told Venom that he thinks that he had seen someone's shadow, but Vegan told him there's no one there. When they were talking together, he saw a shadow of someone, but Vegan didn't see anyone. Kill the girl. Let's see who is this girl. These words said by monks to Vegan. You know who was this woman? This woman was Nancy. This is the woman that monks saw. When monks came to ask Fagin about Oliver, Fagin told him that he had failed to turn him into a thief, especially that Nancy tries to protect him from Fagin. So monks told him to kill Nancy. This proves that monks is an evil man. Okay. Why did Fagin go to the bar? Let's remember together. He went to the bar to find monks to tell him that he had failed to turn Oliver into a thief. What kind of the bar was it? It was a bar famous for its criminals and thieves. Why did he blame Vagan for? He blamed Vagan for failing to turn Oliver into a thief. What did Monk see on the wall, and what did his attitude reflect? He saw the shadow of someone. Okay. Mr. Monks got so scared when he saw the shadow, which means that there is a coward. Okay. A coward means a man who is hiding. So here I finish chapter 14. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.